What is up, everyone? We are here for the second video of the weekend. Super jacked up. As you can see, I have all my Bills gear on and getting ready for the game tomorrow. I'm recording this on Friday night, but I'm already super jazzed up wearing the gear. It's going to be a fun time. But before you click off this video thinking that it's only going to be about the Bills and my love for them, which there'll be some of that, please don't, because what this video intends to do is take a quick look at the Bills organization to pull out some ideas from an elite team culture that we can all apply in our personal lives. Before I jump into that, real quick, if you are enjoying the content, you've been here before, or even if this is your first time you're liking it, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing it with your friends. But jumping into this video, so again, looking at an elite team, and yes, maybe that's a bold claim saying that the Buffalo Bills are an elite team. Honestly, it is. I've been a fan since the early 2000s. This is one of the only winning seasons, and really the only one where I felt like they were a winning team. Like, there's been years, last year they had 10 wins, I think, and that's pretty good for the NFL, but it felt like they kind of squeaked their way by to get to that record. Whereas this year, it was just so dominant. I mean, early season, yeah, there were some rough goes. They pulled some games out that they probably shouldn't have won, but lately it's just been, all cylinders firing, and that's not by accident. What happened was Sean McDermott came in as a head coach in 2017. And his mindset since day one has been, let's build an elite culture here. A culture built on excellence, accountability, discipline, teamwork, putting the team's goals above our own. And the team has bought into that. And over the course of those 4 years, they are now that elite team. Like, they had an amazing year. But again, it didn't happen overnight. Another huge thing that happened this year was we acquired Stefon Diggs from the Minnesota Vikings. And for those of you who know who he is, when he was in Minnesota, he had a lot of issues with the team, with the management, getting along. At that time, I think he was a little bit more prideful. It was more about him. It was more about his goals. And he's a great player, and he was in Minnesota. But they finally didn't see eye to eye enough to the level where he left. Mutual decision. They traded him. He wanted to go to a different team. They got some good players in return. It worked out. It really worked out well for the Bills because when Stefon Diggs got to the Bills team, he bought into that mindset. He bought into the belief of the team first. He bought into what the team's goals were, what Coach McDermott's goals were. And as a byproduct of that, as a byproduct of being a good teammate, and wanting the team to win more than he wanted his own stats to be good, he ended up having one of the best, if not the best season of his career. I don't have all the stats in front of me, but it's got to be up there. And he dominated this year. He led the NFL in receiving yards and other stats. Like, he's a beast. But that happened as a byproduct of buying into the bigger vision, the team goal first. And so that's, I think, what we can take away from the Bills team this year is that if you buy into the bigger vision, the bigger organization, then you can have what you want, but it won't just simply be about you. People will want to see you succeed because they know that at the end of the day, you're looking out for other people. You want to see others win, and everyone can end up uplifting each other. And for me personally, I've been seeing that in music because I've always loved dance music since I first found out about it in 2012. And I was obsessed with it. And as I started to learn more about production, creating my own music, DJing, it got a little bit away from the passion and it became more about the technical aspect. And it became more about me trying to hit my goals, making it as a DJ, my career getting big. It was about me. And the results weren't coming because of that. And I was super stressed out. And I almost stopped making music this summer because wrong thinking had gotten me to a very bad place. But recently I've been focusing again on that passion for music and why I got into it in the first place. And I've just been exploring more music and listening to more artists and reaching out to more artists and reaching out to record labels and trying to make connections in the industry, not because I'm necessarily thinking about it as what can this person do for me, but because I know that they have the same passions as me and that we will really connect well if we can have a chance to speak. And that's exciting. That makes every day fun. And I do see a lot of breakthroughs coming this year, but it's not because I'm going out with that as a sole focus. I just think that things will happen organically because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to make connections. And so that's what I encourage you to do. Whatever it is that you're trying to do with your life, whatever those dreams are for you, it's different for everyone. If you've identified what that passion is, there's no reason why you can't start going for it tomorrow in terms of trying to make connections in that industry. Or like, let's say you want to be a professional exercise scientist, but you don't have a background in that. You're thinking in your head right now, you have to go to school for 4 years to even make that a possibility. That's not true. You could reach out tomorrow to someone on Instagram or Facebook, whatever, that you know that they're doing this as a career already. They're an exercise scientist. And just connect with them because you know that they must be passionate about the same things as you if they've chosen that as their career. And if anything, it's just someone that you can meet and hopefully exchange some pleasantries with. But it's just growing your network and connecting with like-minded individuals and learning from them. And who knows what will happen once you can tap into their network and their connections of like-minded people. And the sky's the limit. You know, life is so magical when you approach it that way. But at the end of the day, it's just about becoming absorbed in the topic that you love and just enjoying the process every day of learning and growing and becoming better and putting the big goals, the big vision first and not worrying so much about day to day or month to month or when is this goal going to come to pass and putting pressure on yourself. No, it's just about enjoying the ride. And honestly, you look at the Bills team and they've enjoyed the ride this year. They've had a lot of fun and they've kept those big team goals as the main focus. And here we are. You know, you're probably watching this right before the game, so let's go Bills. It's going to be a huge game. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be a fun ride to the Super Bowl. I can't wait. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Again, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying, and we shall chat again tomorrow.